A big what's up to everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Last week, a local holiday sprung up across the Philadelphia, Jersey, Delaware tri-state area that occurs once a year where everybody and their dad is in an uproar. That is known as the Philadelphia 76ers dropping their regular season schedule. A summer of valuable pickups for the team has finally been validated by the NBA with a gauntlet of games for the new-look Sixers to test their mettle, aka professional basketball skill. In this video, we will be breaking down the schedule in semi-totality, deep diving into what I think is most pertinent and interesting, as well as giving my thoughts on the jaunt as a whole. Sub a brother up for more unique Sixers content because you know what we do here. I have a goal of reaching 2,000 subs by the beginning of opening night against the Celtics this year, so help a boy out, yo. You are much appreciated as always. So without further ado, let's get to the video. All right, so looking at the Sixers regular season schedule by the numbers, this year the squad has a total of 23 televised games. The amount of games are up significantly from last season. The NBA is finally starting to respect the squad. Again, they are tied with the Phoenix Suns for 5th most shown televised games this year. The team has 13 back-to-backs, 9 road trips, and 1 Christmas game against the New York Knicks, which I personally find disrespectful because them Bulls are cheeks. Like,
Knicks fans, go home.
I still don't understand how the Knicks always get these Christmas games year after year. Now, last year, they definitely did not get one, because they were frauds, right? It honestly should have been the Heat that we played. The Heat, or at least, the actual Nets. But whatever. The Sixers have a pack of 8 mini-series games against opponents that they will play consecutively. So, for example, let's say we play Chicago on a Tuesday, and then the actual next Thursday, we play them again. Most of these sets of games will be occurring during the first half of the season. And I was doing like a little bit more deep diving research. Most of these joints will be split games where you have one game that is played away and the next game is played at home. They have 2 long West Coast trips, one at the beginning of the second half in January, as well as towards the end of the year. Speaking of the second half of the season, that is where they play most of their away games. And speaking of the end of the year, the squad has a tough stretch against multiple playoff teams: Golden State, Denver, Phoenix, Dallas, Milwaukee, Boston, Miami, just to name a few at the end of the year, which I honestly don't mind. Like, I honestly want good basketball at that time. Like, we're not ducking no smoke like some kitty cats, bro. Like, the Sixers are on some ish this year. No more scary joints. Like, nah. The games I'm looking forward to seeing this year are like 2 of them joints against the Clips, 2 against OKC, and 4 games against ATL. I always have fun watching those teams, specifically Atlanta and LA Clippers, just because I feel as though they are good teams. With the Clippers specifically, PG and Kawhi are going to be coming back, so it's going to be good to see them. And we always have a actual great game against them, competitive wise. And Atlanta is just Atlanta. Like, I actually really do like Atlanta coming into this season. Not maybe to win the actual chip, because no, but I feel like if Trae Young actually gets a squad, yo, and OKC is, a unicorn squad. So also the boy Chet, the second overall pick, he about to be on some ish. In addition to those games, I also want to see Brooklyn, but that is, obvious. 2 other games that I think we should mention is the Memphis game as well as the Miami game. The Memphis joint will be a Melton revenge game, our 6th man of the year, who was dealt for our boy Danny Green in the first round pick during the draft, as well as the Miami game, which is PJ Tucker bad blood game. Supposedly the Sixers or the NBA is having a thing called rivalry week. Can't even say it. Where they're going to be promoting certain matchups. This year it will be Denver and Brooklyn against the Sixers. So I thought I should say that. So my overall thoughts on the schedule, I honestly think it's pretty fair. You can only say but so much in these type joints because in the NBA, every team plays every team at least twice during the actual year. So nothing is really special other than at the end of the season where we are facing everybody and their baby mom. The schedule seems balanced, so I cannot really complain. We should honestly know who this team is by the beginning of January, in all honesty, because we do not have time to play. The softest part of our schedule is between December and January, where they play a few teams that did not make the playoffs last year, Knicks included, them bums. According to Tankathon, the OG tanking site, we have the 5th easiest schedule in the league. The 5th easiest strength of schedule, which I'm not sure is simply because of our on-paper strength projection, but whatever. Vegas has us at plus 1,400 to win the whole joint, which is 8th best odds, less than the Clippers, Phoenix, the Lakers as well, and even Miami, which is honestly wild because we definitely took one of Miami's glue guys, as well as the Lakers are just trashed. But as we know, as Sixers fans, the disrespect will always be there. If it were a season where everything were to go right for these Bulls to win, for the Sixers to actually hoist a Larry O'Brien NBA chip, it would be this year. Everything is aligned. The reinforcements have come together, and believe it or not, it is the NBA's 76th season playing organized ball being in operation. Once again, it is the 76th year. Hope springs eternal. I'm expecting a 55-plus win season from the squad, which will probably leave them top 2 in the East. Yeah, I said it. I really think we have a chance. Well, look, this is let's just say this is peak Joel Embiid era 76ers basketball, in my opinion. If we don't get it done now, we're probably never going to get it done, at least in the next 2 to 3 years. So I think one of these seasons, I think this season is going to be peak 76ers basketball. So I hope we enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it, madam or sir. But yeah, that's about it. This was a simple video, so I want to thank everybody for pulling up and listening to A Brother Think. Like, comment, share, subscribe with a Sixers Fiend if you feel so inclined. What do you think about the schedule? I like it. As always, them Bulls are mad because the process worked. My name is Cain, and I will see you next time. Peace.